Alright, so I was just looking at Facebook and seeing an Animals Rights March in New York, and I was like, what the fuck? Then I looked, and there's one today in Los Angeles too, so Brandon and I are going to go and head to that. How exciting! But also we're supposed to be having lunch with somebody soon after that, so let's go. We just found Jess!
Hey!
And he's on the press!
What's up? Boom. Grab a sign if you want. I'm pretty much just gonna be here to document stuff, but...
Didn't bring any signs, so we're because they got them. Yeah. Fuck yeah! Very cool. Very cool.
Keep them later, right? See all of you out here. It's just like free for all kind of situation. No, so you know. A voice for the voiceless, proponents of love, and opponents of aggression and violence. And you can pat yourself on the back every day because I know it's a challenge.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's right. I know it's a challenge.
Look at this one, Brandon.
For getting me involved, and I'm so proud of all of you. If you can just hang tight. If anybody needs a bathroom, around the corner.
So this is my old apartment manager.
Yeah. How are you?
No way, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
How funny is that?
Is it the first time you're going to a march like that?
Here we go. I lost Brandon already. Oh, fuck now. I'm excited. I love it. Kevin Smith is here. How fucking cool is that?
I can't see where she's at right now. She's over there. So my name is Marlene, and I just want to take the time to thank each and one of you. I know that some of you came from outside of LA, and that's really awesome. So I really want to thank you guys for coming. And also, even if you're local, I think this is like the largest group that I've seen at like a vegan event that's not a food festival. So that's pretty fucking awesome. So you know, it's a really honor and privilege to be here with each and every one of you. Again, we couldn't do this without you, a strength in numbers, so I'm really, really glad. And I want you to just take a time to just give it up for yourself. Come on, give it up for yourself. You guys are really awesome, and again, thank you for braving the heat and just being out here with us and marching. So the purpose of this march is to make vegans activists. There's so many vegans everywhere, and we want to make sure that we plant seeds to those who are not vegans to live a compassionate vegan life and become vegan. And if you're already vegan, to just be an activist. I hope that this march inspires each and every one of you to just be active, whether it's just coming to a protest and just whether it's holding a sign, doing a speak out, getting activist stickers and just putting them anywhere, talking to a friend, a family member about why veganism is important to you. Just whatever you can do, whatever's in your comfort zone, whether it's rescuing a cat, a dog from a shelter. All of these are activist, things that you can do for the animals, the planet, and your friends and family members who are not vegan. So please I want you, once we finish this march, to be inspired and just do activism, whatever it is. You can do it. Do not think that you're not going to make a difference. You are. Any little thing that you do in terms of activism, you are making a difference to the animals, the planet, and inspiring other people. So please, thank you guys so much. So. I also want to in LA, we do have a lot of activism groups. So I'm part of DXC, Direct Action Everywhere in Los Angeles. So we do a lot of disruptions, protests, and we also have community events. You can find us on Facebook, Direct Action Everywhere Los Angeles. We're also on Instagram, so if you guys want to look us up. We also have Los Angeles Animals Safe, the official Safe movement. So make sure that you follow the official Safe movement though. So there's a little bit of different groups. So make sure that you follow the official one, where we're bear witness to pigs that are about to go inside the slaughter. We give them a few minutes of love, compassion. We give them water. They come really dehydrated from all over, like, far places. So it's really important that you're there. It's a really heartbreaking thing to do, but that was my first activist event, and since then I live, eat, breathe activism. You really see that they need us. They really need us. So that's one of the things. We hold them every Sunday, not this Sunday because of Labor Day, but at Farmer's John, we're there Sunday midnight. The time changes, but again, you can follow them on social media.
When I was in prison, I believed so much that someone would come to save me. In the end, I had to save myself. These dogs that you see, these pigs, these chickens in these coops, they don't get a chance. In Asia, on this trip that I took, I went into 16 slaughterhouses. One of the rescues that I did, I picked up this dog that had no legs. They cut off all their legs just to torture the animal for food. And what we do, we take a lot of criticism. A lot of people can't look at the pictures or the videos. But I say this, if you can't see it, imagine going through it. Imagine
connecting on the net. Vegan is just a word, a tiny little word. For others, it means love. Love of me, love of you, love of we. Because love is greater than fear, and love is the only way out now. Love is the only way. Because how can you still choose to kill animals for your food if every choice you are to take comes from love, from good? And how can we do this on our own if all we feel is judged? The good news for me and you is I am, because we are. So even if you are alone at home, we are not very far. So even if you are alone at home, we are not very far. There once was Source, and then Source asked, a tiny little word with a powerful punch. For some, it triggers fear. Fear of letting go of all you know, of change, of guilt, of hunger. But what if that fear came from the outside? You were born of love, born with love, born for love. So let this be the year of love.
Go behind the mark, that way more activists can hear you. And milkshake! It's violence! It's not cheeseburgers! It's violence! It's not humane! It's violence! It's not cruelty-free! It's violence! It's not cage-free! Animal liberation is the only cure! No meat! No murder! No testing! No fur! Animal liberation is the only
Today we got a lot of visibility, and that's awesome for the animals. And I hope that you leave here inspired. Thank you for breaking the heat. I know it's very hot. So thank you guys for breaking the heat and coming out. So I just want to thank each and every one of you. You guys are amazing. We couldn't.
All right, we are back from the Animal Rights March. It was fun. It was incredibly hot out today. It really was so hot. It's actually amazing how many people did come out, because we ended up being out in the sun for like 2 hours and 40 minutes. Did not even realize. And then they did do like a disruption at Whole Foods after, but we didn't go. So we went to go hang out with Jess and his wife. I wanted to go, but it was just so hot. We needed a refresher. And by the time then it was too late. Missed out on that, but there will be more, no worries. However, I have some thoughts and feelings about all this. So and this is the first march that I've ever participated in, because I usually find out about them after they happen. The activism scene isn't super prevalent here in Los Angeles, and I think that proves like in the difference in the numbers that were here compared to other cities for the same march. So I just don't find out, and I just don't have tons of vegan friends in Los Angeles yet, so it's something I am working on. But anyway, so it was my first one. Hadn't done it before. We actually marched through and then went through the farmer's market on 3rd Street, which this farmer's market is like permanent installation of where there's food served. And it was so uncomfortable going through the farmer's market and people being in line to buy, you know, barbecued meat, just kind of laughing at us. And to think that, like, still just not getting it, just completely spaced out, blanked out, not understanding what's going on, don't care, don't give a shit, was really frustrating too. And it was just like everybody was watching, and it was intense. And I just don't understand how it is that this side is fucking appeared to be as crazy. It makes no sense. I'm like, don't kill stuff. How is that crazy? How the fuck is that crazy? How is that fucking crazy? It just makes me feel like how important it is to be more activist, and even to make YouTube videos about veganism. And even a lot of my videos, I will slip vegan stuff in, because you gotta constantly be planting seeds to undo all the brainwashing that you have. It is so crazy. Like, you just don't understand how brainwashed you are until you come out of it. And I guess that's how most people feel, like, when you're in some sort of cult, like, how brainwashed, like, you don't understand how brainwashed you are until you come out, and then you're like, holy fucking shit. Like I knew it was intense, but I didn't get it. And now to just be like, oh, like, we all believe, like, don't hurt animals, don't slit their throats, don't torture them, don't put them in cages, because do you want your throat slit? Do you want to watch your mom get raped? Do you want to get torn away from your mom when you're a kid? Do you want to be eaten? Do you want to be tortured? Do you want to be put in a cage? Like, people in prison don't want to be in prison. We don't want that stuff for us, so why are we doing that to other things, right? Do as you would want onto somebody else. So that's, like, it's not crazy. What I will say, because I definitely have met some vegan people who are like, oh, I don't want to get into this stuff. And I think that's bullshit. Like, if you are vegan, it is your responsibility to be a bit of an activist. You don't have to be super crazy about it, but I think you should never be like, oh, I don't want to offend it. Fuck that. Offend people. Do what you gotta do. You're fucking talking about lives here. Stop being so apathetic. God, it is so frustrating. If you're not offending somebody, you're probably not living. So I just want to throw that out there. If you are vegan and you don't participate in any sort of way of trying to wake other people up, you're not doing your part. I feel like you really need to pick up the slack and help out, because this is so much bigger than just how you feel uncomfortable in a single situation. It's so much bigger than that. And we even see, like, I was out there in the blazing fucking hot heat, and it was uncomfortable, and it wasn't exactly 100% fun, but I did it anyway because it was important. And fucking that heat, climate change shit, it's all because people eat meat. Why the fuck do I have to pay the price for other people eating meat now? Now I get it. No. Fuck no. We need to fix the fucking planet. Okay? It's not about shooting for Mars. It's about fixing here. Fix what we got here now. So be a part of it. Do what you can. Come on. Alright guys. Hope you liked the video on the march. Seeing some of the stuff that happened. It's pretty cool. First time I did it. Very different than I had thought it was before experiencing everything. So it's just interesting. It's very interesting to see the other side of it. Also, totally saw Kevin Smith and his wife there, and Moby. How fucking cool is that? There's probably other people there too that I just happen to not see, but I just thought that was super cool to say. Also, is Kevin Smith vegan? I don't know. Interesting. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to put some comments in the comment section below. What are some other forms of vegan activism that you partake in, or ideas for other people? Put them down below. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I'm Jera Sky. Sky's the limit. Woo!